Hey guys, Andy here, and today we have my Colourpan. It's the intro update for January. I never really stopped in December. I just kept going, so for me it's an update, but it's now Colourpan 3.0, and this is most people's intro. So if you want to hear all about this project, see what I've been working on through December, my usages, what we're going to be rolling in, and everything to do with it, then just stay tuned. Everything that's on my face will be listed in the description box. And if you like project panning, unboxings, and a little bit of horror sprinkled in, then please consider subscribing, as I would love to have you here. And let's go ahead and just get into today's video. Right, so let me get right on into it. So this was created by mistypans, and it goes from January 18th to December 18th, and this is just a project where you're going to use anything from Colourpop, Fourth Ray Beauty, or Soul Beauty. And you can pick 3 to 6 items, set your own goals, but that's about it. I do a 5 usage goal on all of my products. I found that that's what works best for me personally. And rolling style project. And yeah. I moved everything over into my new notebook. And we're just going to go ahead and get on into it. We will start with what I was working on through December, which we have a few things. We have 2 palettes, 2 eyeliners, we had a 3rd palette, because I don't know if I had told you guys that I had hit my goal on that palette in the last update. I don't remember if I told you about the palette. Let me find it. I would assume, since I don't have it out, that I told you about it. Because it's put up. It's a mood palette. I hit my 5 use goal on it. Let's see, what do we have working on? So, I have my Wine and Only palette here. And I am at 3 out of my 5 uses. And I am now color coordinating things. In my old notebook, I did not color coordinate anything, so I couldn't tell you what uses were from what months, but in my new notebook, I'm color coordinating things. So I've used this once in January, and 2 of my uses were from 2023. But I'm at 3 out of my 5 uses on this palette. So we have 2 more uses to go. I do really like that palette. I like the color story. The other palette that was in here was my Baby Got Peach palette. This has been in since May of 2023. And I said in my last update that if I didn't use this, that I was going to declutter it, which all I have left to do for my inventory video is my eyeshadow palettes, and spoiler, I will be decluttering this palette. I did get my 1 use on it. I don't have a date written down of the day that I used this, but I did use it once to see if I wanted to keep this, and I have a very similar glitter to this in my collection in a single, which was the whole reason that I've been keeping this palette, was for this single glitter in the shade Hungry Ghost. I just don't love these tones on my eyes. The shimmers aren't crazy unique. I just don't need this palette. It's a nice palette. The shades don't wow me. They don't look great on my skin tone. And peach is the Pantone color of the year, so in my thought process, I was like, I should keep it for this year. I haven't used it. I'm not going to use it, even though it's the color of the year. That's not going to suddenly make me want to use it. So this is going to be in my declutters, so I'm rolling it out of this project. I'm going to take it out of my inventory. So I got my 1 use, 1 out of 5, but I'm decluttering it, so that's okay. Now, for things that we're still working on, we have my Aglow eyeliner. It's this green shade. It is in my waterline today, and I have 4 out of my 5 uses. Today is my 4th use. I did get 3 uses in 2023. I really like it. I've learned that I don't love this like shimmery eyeliner formula from Colourpop as much. So there is that, but I do really like this eyeliner. I like the color. So I think by the next update, hopefully I'll be able to get my 5th and final use, but we have that. For an eyeliner I did meet my goals on was this one. And this is in the shade, I could just look on the eyeliner, Crybaby. And I reached my 5th use on this December 20th. And this is a really pretty eyeliner. It is in this like very light lilac-y lavender shade. This one's really nice. I did enjoy it. I hit my 5 uses. So this one can go back in my pen cup. So, and now we're going to get into Super Shocks, as I have a few. So first we have the shade Ripple, which is this beautiful purple. It already had pan in it. I am at 3 out of 5 uses, all from 2023. I haven't used it so far in January, but 3 out of 5 uses on that one. Then we have the shade Deck, which I'm at 1 out of 5 uses. This was also from 2023. I haven't used it so far in January, but I love this shade, and I'm getting more into using deep, dark shimmer shades, so I'm very excited to have it. And then I just rolled this in last update. This is the shade Jinriki, and I haven't used this yet. I just rolled it in, but I just haven't used it yet. So, no uses out of 5. And then the last 3 things that I have that we rolled in last update were all blushes. I have a blush stick. This is in the shade Mini Me, and it's literally this shade. And I have used this 3 times, once in January and then twice in 2023. I do like this formula, but I will agree that it's not very good at drawing directly on the face. You have to take a brush and put it on, but otherwise I do really like it. It's pretty color. And then 2 powder blushes. The one that I'm wearing today is the Mulan collection in Good Luck Charm. This one is really pretty for a neutral blush. It's very unique to my collection. And I've used this twice out of 5 uses. Once today for January, and then once in 2023. And then I have this one in the shade Truffle Shuffle, which I love the shimmer in this blush. And I've used this once in January and then once in 2023. So, oh, and I'm missing a palette that I have to update you on. I am so sorry. I had one more palette, the Ménage à Moi palette. This is, I'm at 1 out of 5 uses in 2023. And the reason why this one I just hadn't used much yet is because this was so similar to my Huda Beauty palette that I just hadn't used it yet. So now that 2023 is over and I'm done working on my Pan That palette, I can get uses on this. And these 2 palettes actually pair really beautifully together. So I am very happy with that. But we rolled out one eyeliner, and I'm decluttering the peach palette, so rolling that out. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 products in the project as of right now, so I do just want to roll in 1 item so that we're at an even 10. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up Tiny Decisions and get into Colourpan. And let's go ahead and see what we get. My favorite Super Shock shade. We got the shade Tassel. So, Super Shock. tassel. 5 uses. It won't be hard for me to get those uses. That is absolutely my favorite shade. Give me just a second here to find it in my bin, and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is my shade Tassel. It does have pan. Let me just go ahead and swatch it for you. It is just a beautiful icy white. It is my favorite inner corner highlight to wear. So I will get 5 uses on this, plus everything else that I'm working on. So that is everything for today's video. I just wanted to go ahead and get this up so that we could move into 2023. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.